After Jesus healed many sick people, he commanded the crowd following him to cross to the other side of Galilee. At that time, the teacher of the law came to Jesus and said, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." The teacher of the law was a respected authority on the law at that time, so his disciples were so proud of his behavior when he called Jesus teacher and expressed his desire to follow him. However, Jesus responded, "Foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head." In fact, the teacher of the law was seeking to attain privileges in advance by being closer to the popular leader and raising his awareness. So, the Lord made it clear that the life of suffering and commitment would follow for his true disciples. Another disciple said, "Lord, first let me go and bury my father." This did not mean that his father had passed away, but that he could not follow the Lord immediately because he had to help with family business until he inherited it from his father. If he were to leave it behind to follow Jesus, his inheritance would be arranged less than he expected. He wanted to become a disciple of the Lord, but he did not consider it as his highest priority. Jesus responded, "Follow me, and let the dead bury their own dead." Both were willing to follow Jesus, but Jesus' requirements were too heavy for them. They expected that following Jesus would bring them privileges, honors, and even material benefits, but they did not fully understand the path would require commitment and sacrifice. Eventually, they came to realize that they had underestimated the challenge, and that suffering and self-denial were required behind the miracles Jesus performed and the attention poured on him. At that moment, their attraction to follow Jesus and their determination to become his disciples completely disappeared. The Lord had high expectations for those who believed in him, as he take them for granted that they should also become his disciples. However, the people's attitudes differed from his expectation. Initially, they followed Jesus with great enthusiasm, but as the circumstances changed, their hearts and attitudes changed as well. Ultimately, they not only abandoned Jesus, but also turned against him, leading the way for him to be crucified. The Lord recognized such aspect of human nature. Therefore, he placed great emphasis on the title disciple by granting a unique characteristic: commitment. This commitment refers to offering ourselves completely to the Lord in truthful enthusiasm. The Lord said, "And whoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be my disciple." Many people claim to follow the Lord, but if they encounter unexpected discomfort instead of the desired benefits, they may suddenly change their attitudes and become aggressive toward the Lord. Those who prioritize their own glory and purposes over following Jesus are not truly committed to him, even if they claim to follow him. Similarly, those who allow worldly pursuits to interrupt their commitment to the Lord are not on the path of the disciple. What kind of people are we in the eyes of the Lord? Can we be saved if the Lord provides salvation only for his disciples? This is a very sensitive issue that cannot be definitively answered, but is an important matter that should not be hastily concluded. Let us strive to be the committed disciples that he desires, If we clearly understand who the Lord is and follow Him, we will continue to follow Him through any hardships or persecution.